A shiver runs down my spine as I step into the desolate remains of what was once a place filled with laughter and joy. An amusement park, now abandoned and lost in time. The remnants of an era left untouched draw me in. A sort of morbid fascination takes over me as I take in the stark contrast of the present with the past. The abandoned park, a tableau of forgotten dreams and lost childhood moments, echoes with an ineffable sense of melancholy. The once vibrant rides, now nothing more than ghostly structures looming in the darkness, create an eerie silhouette against the moonlit sky. Each ride, brimming with stories of delighted squeals and petrified screams, now stands still, silenced by years of neglect. The once busy carousel, a centerpiece of joy for many, now holds an uncanny resemblance to a spectral wraith frozen in time. The Ferris wheel tells a tale of a time when it was packed with thrill-seekers, its dramatic silhouette casting long, dark shadows. The roller coaster tracks now weave through the silence, their bends and twists looking like a skeletal relic. The game stalls, once brimming with life and a cacophony of sounds, now stand abandoned, their vibrant hues faded and stripped off the joy they once promised. The merry laughter that once through the air is replaced with an eerie silence, so profound that it's almost deafening. The only sounds are the rustling of dry leaves underfoot, the distant hoot of an owl, and the occasional gust of wind. An uncanny symphony of the night that sends a cold chill through my bones. It's an unsettling yet captivating sight, a stark reminder of the ephemeral nature of life, the transience of joy, and the inevitability of decay. The amusement park, once bustling with excitement and thrills, now stands as an epitaph to its glorious past. The eerie silence is only broken by the rustling of leaves and the distant hoot of an owl, an uncanny symphony of the night. As I venture deeper into the forested park, the slender beam of my flashlight frolics on the fragmented and decaying structures, revealing sporadic glimpses of a past long forgotten. These decrepit edifices, once teeming with life, now stand silent, their secrets shrouded in the thick cloak of darkness. Each brick, each stone, has an untold story whispering on the edges of silence. The flashlight's beam dances a ghostly ballet on the age-old walls, creating a shifting tapestry of shadows that breathe life into the night. The light skitters across the texture of the decaying wood, unveiling layers of time in the form of moss and lichen. The sight of rusted metal under the capricious luminescence paints an abstract picture of past, now surrendered to the relentless advance of time. The air around me is filled with the raw scent of moist earth, mottled with the perfume of decaying wood and the stark metallic aroma of rusted iron. The wind, chill as the forgotten memories, whispers in my ears, carrying with it faint echoes of spectral laughter. These echoes, disembodied and ethereal, seem to resonate from the depths of the unseen, their haunting chorus lingering in the silence. Suddenly, the wind picks up, bringing with it an unexpected chill, a shiver that races down my spine. A feeling of unease settles over me, an unnerving sensation of being watched by unseen eyes. My heart pounds in my chest, each beat echoing my growing apprehension. I turn around sharply, the sweep of my flashlight revealing nothing but the unending, impenetrable darkness. In the distance, a carousel, once a merry go-round of joy, now stands still, its paint peeling, the horses looking like spectral steeds frozen in time. It's a ghost of its former self. This vibrant source of laughter and cheer, its once bright colors now dull under the moonlight. The emptiness feels heavy and ominous. The framework, once adorned with lights that flickered brightly against the night sky, now casts long, monstrous shadows that seem to dance and flicker in the questionable moonlight. The horses, once regal and proud, look nothing more than neglected remnants of a happier time. They're entwined in an eternal gallop, their eyes vacant and hollow, their once glossy coats now faded and worn, each scratch and chip telling the tale of countless jolly rides. As I approach, there's an unexpected sound. A faint melody seeps into my ears. It's the remaining echo of the carousel's song, forever trapped within the rusted mechanics. It's playing a lullaby for the forgotten joy it once hosted. And then, another sound. A child's laughter echoes, bouncing off the silent rides. It dances around me, the high innocent notes filled with an eerie nostalgia. It's a jarring reminder of the jubilant voices that once filled this park, a sharp contrast to the silence that now dominates. It's hauntingly beautiful, yet downright terrifying, sending shivers down my spine. Suddenly, instinctively, I spin around, the beam of my flashlight cutting through the darkness. I'm met with the chilling realization of my solitude. All that remains, all that greets my desperate search, is the silent, abandoned park. Next, I stumble upon a game booth, the prizes of which are now old toys covered in a thick layer of dust. The once vibrant colors of the toys are now faded, with each layer of dust symbolizing the passage of time and a forgotten childhood. The plushies, now threadbare and ragged, are reminiscent of the joyous laughter and excited screams of children who once reached out for them, their eyes shining with the anticipation of victory. The booth itself, painted in a chipped and peeling circus-themed mural, once greeted guests with a cheerful smile. Now it stands in forgotten silence, silently bearing the weight of decaying grandeur. Beside the booth is a rusted steel pole with a frayed dangling from its top. The sight of it is enough to bring back memories of the bell-ringing game that was once the centerpiece of the park. The graffiti on the walls seems to tell a story. Some were rebellious teenage declarations, others were heartfelt dedications, forever imprinted on the walls like the footprints of an era gone by. The faded paint speaks of promises made, love lost, and friendships forged in the unlikeliest of places. Suddenly, a soft whisper brushes past my ears. A chill runs down my spine, but I gather my courage and reach out for my EVP recorder. As I press the record button, the device crackles to life. I hold my breath as it starts capturing unexplained whispers. The quiet words from an unknown source seem to carry a melancholy tune. The whispers grow louder, gradually morphing into screams. The sound is eerie, yet oddly familiar, like a phantom echo of the past. The ghostly wails fill the silence, bouncing off the metal rides and abandoned stalls, resonating through the empty park. As I delve deeper into the park, the night's cold wraps around me like a shroud. The wind is humming unfamiliar tunes in my ear, making my skin crawl. The moon is hiding behind the massive clouds, making the atmosphere eerier. The lights of my state-of-the-art equipment flicker inexplicably, casting long, unsettling shadows that dance on the dewy grass. My breath catches in my throat as I adjust my grip on my camera. Peculiar sounds punctuate the silence of the night. The rustling of leaves, the hooting of distant owls, the crunch of my footsteps on the gravel. The air here is dense with mystery and an unexplainable sense of foreboding. Objects around me start to shift and move on their own, defying the established laws of physics. Leaves float suspended in midair, a nearby swing creaks ominously, and twigs snap under an invisible force. An unsettling chill runs down my spine. The world around me is shifting, the familiar park now seeming like an alien landscape. An intense feeling of dread engulfs me, deeper than the darkness surrounding me. My heartbeat quickens, matching the pace of my rapid breathing. My palms are clammy, my senses heightened, and every instinct screams at me to run. But I am rooted to the spot, held captive by an unknown terror that is slowly me. Suddenly, out of the corner of my eyes, I see a flicker of movement. The air in front of me seems to ripple, distorting like a heat wave. I raise my camera, barely managing to suppress a gasp. And then, a ghostly apparition appears before me, caught on camera. The sight is chilling, a spectral figure shrouded in an ethereal glow. As the night deepens, I make my exit, leaving behind the spectral inhabitants of the abandoned amusement park. The ghostly apparition, the whispers, the screams, the spectral laughter, all captured on tape, a chilling testament to the supernatural. As I fade into the blackness, I leave you with a question: is this real, or is it just a figment of the imagination? The decision, dear viewers, is yours to make. Until our next chilling adventure, remember to question the unknown and always keep exploring.